Hello and welcome back to my vlog, where I've been sharing my own authentic journey towards whole and greater health, which basically is, life, living my life and all the struggles and the chaos and the trauma that I've gone through, which we all do. It's part of being human. But going through my journey and then becoming a practitioner, I'm taking this time to reflect back on all of the stuff that I've been through, and or even just sharing what's been going on in and around myself and my family and my practice, in a hopes that the struggles that I'm going through and the way that I've resolved those struggles and worked on my greater whole health, and finding my true authentic self and honoring that. That's what these videos are about. It's just the crap that I've been through and how I've managed to get through it, in the hopes that it maybe helps you as well, because we're all in this journey together. So hi, I'm Andrea Coulter. I am a doctor of medical health and homeopathy, and I've created an amazing system of healing kits called the Iomi Healing System, and you can check out those kits in a link below, or visit my website, which I'll share a link as well on this video. And yeah, let me know what sort of struggles you're going through, and maybe I can help you with something that you're struggling with. Maybe I've been there and done that, like many of us have. So last week I was talking about my savior complex, realizing over the years that growing up in a very traumatic household, that I became the savior. I wanted to be the one that fixed and saved everybody. Surprise! So I became a natural health care practitioner because I was going to save everybody, only to realize that I could only save myself, which you can check out in last week's video. Anyway, this week I wanted to go a little bit further. So I shared a book called The Victim Trap, and it was a great book for me. It really helped me to recognize those differences. And as a mom and as a practitioner, one of the things that I've always really what was the turning point in my own evolution when I was a teenager, is the recognition that I, and only I, am in control of what I think and what I feel and how I act. And when I became a mom, that was an absolute necessity to teach my kids from day one. I remember when they were in public school and they come home from school and Johnny did this, and I got mad, and why did he make me feel that way? All that kind of stuff. What's really I see, and I see it repeatedly, and I still see it, is the mass majority of people have not yet recognized that they're in control of themselves. We blame everybody else. They made me feel that way. No, actually, they of course, they did something, and you chose to react that way. You chose to think about it in that way. Now, based on your own growing up and the trauma that you've been through, we create our own beliefs. We inherit beliefs, so we develop beliefs based on what our parents believe. But those beliefs are neither necessarily right nor wrong. We utilize them to get through life. But if a belief is creating turmoil and blocking your evolution and your soul spiritual growth, then maybe it's time to look at that belief. Maybe it's time to change that belief to something healthier, better for you. It's about, for me, my journey is about letting go of old crappy beliefs and old crappy emotional turmoil and things that I don't want anymore, and moving on to greater and better things. That's what being a human and evolving in your highest and best way should be, not a spiraling circle down into health and disease. And so that's really what this, what I'm trying to share with all of these vlogs is different ways to look at your life. Maybe you haven't actually stopped to think that, oh, every time I get angry at this or this or this, it's actually anger that I'm holding inside, that I haven't learned to release or work through or resolve in the right way. And if you're really struggling with that, then please reach out to me. I can do one-on-ones, or I have a healing kit for anger and frustration. And the ebook that comes with it is basically a lot of the information that I would generically give my clients to work through those issues. So this week, I really just wanted to talk about the biggest factor in releasing and getting over feeling like you're a victim in life is to first and foremost recognize you are in control of you. And no amount of anything going on around you, if you don't want it to affect you in a negative way, take back that power and decide that, nope, I do not want any part of that. It doesn't serve me in my highest and best way, and I'm not going to be involved in that. No matter what it is, you have that power. It's taking back your own power. That's what living life to your highest and best good means, at least to me. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it seems to make me feel much better. And it's funny because I used to be so much in my head, and I think this is a big thing for a lot of women that have been through a lot of traumatic stuff, is that we get stuck, we fear the emotional response because we feel when we're younger that we don't have that conscious wherewithal, and we don't know how to manage our emotional turmoil and stress and chaos that maybe we're going through as a child and in maybe difficult times. And so what we do is we often shut off our emotional responses in our emotional body, and we just learn to live in our intellect or our thinking. And so we try to control our thinking. And if you watch some of my past videos, you'll know that I've talked about that. I became a complete control freak on many, not all levels, but in a lot of ways. And that was it. It was because it was safer to stay in my head and my thoughts than feel. But the problem with that is then I can't actually live life fully. I can't love fully. I can't feel fully. I can't be empathetic and relate to people fully if I'm not listening to my heart too. And so it took me a long time to let go of my thoughts and learn to listen to my heart again. And that's about being balanced. So, if you're someone who's completely overwhelmed in your emotions and you're letting them take control and you live by whatever emotional response you have, again, you're not in control. It's not a negative control, but it's about recognizing that you are in control of your emotions, and a lot of times those emotions are in response to a belief and a thought that you have. So when events are happening or things are going on in your life, what are you thinking about first? And how is that thought making you feel? Starting to put all the pieces together of not negative control over these things, but a healthy understanding and resonance with that I can control my thinking. I don't have to just let my babbling brain, go off on a tangent and then get me so caught up over here that, oh my God, this, we do that. It's like somebody else is driving your bus, I always used to say, is that, who's driving the bus? Who's controlling your thoughts? Why are you letting your thoughts just, and they can go off on their own little tangent, and then you get yourself so wound up, you're not in a good, healthy place. So learn to kind of take back that control of your thoughts. And so once you take control of your thoughts, then you can filter and control your emotions in a healthier, more responsive way. Instead of like exploding responsively to a situation, recognize that, do I want to be angry about that? Do I want that to upset me or stress me out? Is there a reason for it? Do I need to maybe recognize, what do I need to resolve with this issue? What do I need to take control of in this situation? What responses do I need? So the first thing I'm going to say this week, we're going to start in getting all of this craziness back into a healthy, balanced place where you take control of it all in a healthy, natural way, is let's focus on our thoughts. So you can be attentive to your beliefs, kind of, but they're hard because a belief is so hard to narrow down necessarily. And that's sort of what I do in one-on-one practice, is help people fine-tune where those beliefs are coming from, what the belief is that they're stuck in. But on your own, it's really difficult to be that self-objective. I know. I have my own practitioner that I work with. But your thoughts, you can be attentive to. So start taking time every day, a few moments over the day, maybe put a notice on your watch. And I think we talked about this in another video, is being attentive to your thoughts. And then not just being attentive to what you're thinking, recognizing that, I can change that thought like that. I can just, if it's not working for me in this way, I'm thinking, but I don't want to do that. I want to think this. Then think this and focus on thinking this, so that you're really starting to recognize that you're in total control of your thoughts. You really, really do. Don't let them, just babble on in the background and create stress and chaos in your life. So I'm going to kind of leave it at that. I want to know, have you thought about your thoughts? Have you paid attention to what you're thinking? Have you managed to take a thought pattern and reverse it into a more healthy, more positive path for you and see the results of how you feel emotionally, how your day unfolds? It's like saying your gratitude every morning. When I lay in bed and I think all of the wonderful things that I'm grateful for in my life or in the last 24 hours to make myself, put myself in a really great, grounded, joyful place energetically, it's amazing how your day unfolds in a much better way. So let me know. I want to know this week. Let me know below in the comments, what things are you grateful for? Do you do gratitude every day? And how do you focus on your thoughts? Do you let your thoughts run rampant and have no idea that you're in control of them? Or have you started to learn to recognize your thoughts? And if so, how have you changed them in positive, more healthy ways? I want to know how you're making out with your authentic journey. So thank you so much for watching this week. I hope it's given you something to think about. And I'd like to know what's going on. So please leave a comment below. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching and sharing. And remember, the only thing that you can control in life is yourself. So, be authentic, be empowered, and own it completely. Until next week, take care.